Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here along with Pete.
Yo, what's up?
And today, guys, of course, we got the charge. We got some stuff to talk about. We got all-star games to discuss, mid-season form, how teams are doing, and also a potential new rule that could be implemented because of one player. Let's talk about it here on the charge.
Hey.
James. LeBron James all the way in.
All right, Bernie. Let's jump right into All-Star Weekend 2018.
All-star weekend. Let's talk about it.
Let's wrap it up. Lots of talk coming into this All-Star Weekend. A lot more so than the last, 10 years?
Yeah, probably like 10. Maybe 5. I'd give it 5.
First of all, did it live up to the hype?
I think some of it did. I won't say like all of it did, but I know some of it did. I know that the Celebrity All-Star Game was a little bit more bearable to watch a little bit in some aspects. If you're if you like basketball on all levels, then I think it's fine. But I still think, like we talked about in the first two takes, is that I still think that Chris Brown and Snoop Dogg should have been in it.
Okay.
I don't know, it's some politicking going on. I mean, it's always the same thing with these All-Star games, like celebrity-wise, it's just politicking.
Who was that one sponsored by? Was that Adidas that did the Chris Brown Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, that one was Adidas, so they had their, it's like a streetwear 747 where they invited a lot of people. They unveiled a couple new shoes if you're a shoe head. Just a couple new shoes, some Pharrell NMDs if you're into that stuff. But, just more of that stuff, not really too much on... I mean, it's still a good game, and I saw that Snoop Dogg had 5 blocks in the game. I mean, the dude's 6-something, so... He's
tall compared to the rest of those guys. Chris Brown's pretty short, too, isn't he?
I think he's 6 foot, 6'1".
Is he? I thought he was small. Well, besides the point, let's one thing about that game, I didn't watch the whole thing because I couldn't make it through it. And like you said, I do enjoy basketball on all levels, right?
Right.
But that game, the biggest problem with that whole game was the crowd.
Yeah. I will say that's the whole thing about the LA crowd just in general and what I got from yesterday's game.
Yeah.
This is recording this on Monday. From yesterday's game and also from the All-Star game on the All-Star activities on Saturday night.
Just dead. Absolutely
everyone was dead.
That Snoop Dogg game was the worst, though, out of all of it. Because they were introducing world-famous stars, and they're getting, pity claps from the crowd. It's like, what's the point of this?
I think the reason why that is because that event was a kind of a shoe event. And so a lot of people that went there were kind of shoe heads, shoe fanatics, and they didn't really care about the game because just watching a couple of shoe YouTubers themselves. I don't really call them shoe YouTubers because they're kind of disrespectful.
Shoe-tubers.
But people that, review shoes, review clothing.
Yeah.
They really just go there for the event. They show off the new shoes. They show off all this stuff. So I think that's the reason why you didn't see a lot of people kind of were interested in, the basketball event, which kind of sucks because I think there was some good basketball there. And, I'm a shoe guy, so I like a couple of the shoes that were shown. But at the same time, I think that's the reason why the crowd was dead there. And then for the All-Star game and all these other events before, LA, you got to pick it up, man. If you want these recruits, you want your Paul Georges, you want your LeBron James, they're not going to be satisfied with just these pity golf claps.
I mean, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And so let's go to the Celebrity All-Star Game, right? Let's move through each event, talk about some things. The biggest thing I have to say about the Celebrity All-Star Game, crazy mistake. How did they not get Lavar Ball in that game?
I think he's in Lithuania right now.
He was in town.
Was he in town?
He was in town for a autograph signing. I know for a fact he was. I looked it up because I was curious why he wasn't in the game.
Oh, you're right, because Lonzo's mixtape came out, and so they were charging $200 for autographs.
Yeah, they were doing autograph signing for Lonzo.
Yeah.
Why in God's name did they not get LeVar Ball in that game? I know for a fact I would have watched it. I didn't watch a single second of it.
I want to say that maybe ESPN was kind of pressured by the Lakers or the Clippers organization to just be like, okay, we all know that LeVar will probably be, or ESPN's trying to think about getting him into it since they covered him so much. And they're like, you know what, we don't want to deal with that drama, we don't want to deal with all that, so let's just make sure that doesn't happen. They probably slipped ESPN a couple thousands.
I just think it's interesting, right? I'm a big Migos fan. I love Quavo. Didn't a story just come out that he's about to get arrested for something? Did you read that?
Yeah, it was about he didn't pay up for a chain that
And they beat the guy up, right?
Yeah.
Somebody beat the guy up, right? And my point being this, right? They let this guy play in the game, Quavo, that is, despite the fact that he's rumored to be in trouble with Atlanta police. I believe it's Atlanta. But they won't get Lavar Ball, who's the biggest star outside of actual playing in the NBA so far this season. They won't let him play in the game just because he talks crap about the coaches.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. He would have brought a bunch of eyes onto the game just because of the drama.
Right.
You know, there's no reason not to do it other than they just didn't want to deal with it being sensitive.
Yeah, I think it's just on the Lakers' part with Magic Johnson, all the stuff that came out about that, how LeVar wants all three brothers to play on the Lakers or else Lonzo won't re-sign. So I think that's the reason why that kind of led to the Lakers just kind of saying, ESPN, please do not put him in the game. Please do not do any of that. Or maybe LeVar just didn't want to play. Who knows? I mean, obviously I think he would have played if he was invited.
He would have played.
But who knows, man? I mean, they had this really old guy. I mean, salute to him for playing, but he just got swatted by Migos all the time. And
I just thought it was ridiculous. Like, why not let the guy play? You know? Let's move on. Skills challenge. We can move to this one pretty quick.
Yeah.
Who I picked to win? Al Horford. I just didn't even think about the fact that he had to make a three-pointer to win the competition. And yeah, he got roasted. I mean, he made it to he would have won if he could have hit a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid caught up to him, hit the three.
Yeah, I think I had one of the guards. I know I had Spencer Dinwiddie as like my second choice.
Did you pick Jamal Murray? Is that who you picked?
I think I picked Jamal Murray as my first choice, but then Spencer Dinwiddie is like my dark horse.
Yeah, I didn't pick Spencer Dinwiddie.
I just thought, you know what? Brooklyn needs a championship. Let him bring back one home.
Well, there you go. You got the skills competition. Let's move on. Dunk contest. Or no, three-point competition.
3-point?
Sorry. Who won? Devin Booker?
Devin Booker.
That was your sleeper pick, right? I think that was
pick.
my sleeper pick, too. I think we both kind of picked him as our second.
And I had Clay as my first.
Clay, and I picked Wayne Ellington. He didn't do nothing. Actually, he was pretty decent in the first round. In comparison, I mean, they were all pretty bad in the first round.
Yeah.
Besides, I think they were all bad, right? But did any of them do decent in the first round?
I think, didn't Booker do well in the first round?
No. He was like, I mean, he made it, but not by much. I don't think anybody made it over 20 in the first round.
Okay, so it's the next round then when
Devin Booker broke the record.
Yeah.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
All-Star next year. That's one of my predictions. He'll be on the All-Star team for sure.
I think if they can get a better team around him, I think with this draft pick coming up, if they can just get someone that can kind of fill in the void of just helping him out just a little bit, then I think he'll be an All-Star for sure. I
honestly think if they'd won maybe like 5 to 7 more games so far this season, he would have been in it this year.
Yeah.
But the team's terrible, so it is what it is.